Is there a team out there that had a better offseason than the Los Angeles Lakers? Now hear me out. They went into the draft and free agency with some holes that they wanted to fill, and they actually just went out and did it. I think this is the best team the Lakers have had since their championship run in the NBA bubble a few years ago. So this is a team that is back, younger, healthier, and hungrier. And if we're being honest, their team last year was flat out embarrassed in the Western Conference Finals by the Denver Nuggets, so they're not going to let that happen again. In today's video, I am laying out the new faces on this Lakers team and how these players fit together, and then I'm going to give you my prediction for the upcoming season. How's it going? It's Troy. Welcome to the Half Court Report YouTube channel. Show some love by hitting that thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not already. I am posting fresh videos on this channel several times a week. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video to hear my exclusive prediction for the Los Angeles Lakers this season. So, this is a team that came out swinging on the first couple of days of NBA free agency, and the result was just a home run roster. It all came together really quick, too. So, the Lakers signed 4 new players, and then they re-signed 3 players, and that is ending up being a deep roster that's built around LeBron and Anthony Davis. I think the Lakers have pretty much laid to rest any concern that they were not going to compete for the championship again this year. This is a team that's in it to win it, so let's dive in to this roster. First, the 3 players that they re-signed: Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and Rui Hachimura. So Reeves and Russell, that is now cemented as the Lakers' starting backcourt. Reeves came back on a 4-year extension of $56 million. That's a pretty good deal when you consider there were talks that he'd maybe sign a contract way more than that. I think they got him for good money, all things considered. Same with D'Angelo Russell. 2 years, $37 million deal. Russell, ever since coming to the Lakers in that Timberwolves trade, he's had his ups, he's had his downs, but I think all in all, if you re-sign him in that figure, that's pretty good value. And then Austin Reeves, he is just a Lakers success story. Went undrafted, signed with the Lakers as a two-way player, and I think immediately showed that he needed to be a main roster guy, and they called him up fairly quickly. And now, this past season, was on the Lakers roster the entire time, and really showed that he can play in this league. Then you have Rui Hachimura, 3-year contract, $51 million. He came over in a trade just like D'Angelo Russell, but he came from the Wizards for Kendrick Nunn, of all players. What a heist that was for the Lakers. So Hachimura became a playoff hero off the bench. Over 12 points per game, about 50% from behind the arc. He's a really good bench piece, really good connective piece for this Lakers team. So those are the guys they re-signed. Here are the new guys: Taurean Prince, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, and Cam Reddish. Gabe Vincent, we know him as the starting point guard for the Miami Heat last year, who went to the NBA Finals, and this was a real coming out party for him during that time. In that Heat title run, nearly 13 points per game, 38% from deep, 3.5 assists, and a steal. He's a glue guy, and he also is a really good defender. So I think he would actually start on a lot of teams, but you have him as your first guard off the bench behind Reeves and Russell. That's a great 3-headed monster in the guard department. And then Taurean Prince, he signed that 1-year deal for $4.5 million. Bit of an underrated player, I think, because he played for the Timberwolves last year, but he averaged about 9 points a game for them. And also Cam Reddish, former standout player at Duke, signed a 2-year league minimum deal with the Lakers. We could look back about 9 months from now and say that is one of the biggest bargain contracts in the league. For whatever reason, Reddish has never really gotten his career on track in his past stops in the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knicks. But remember, this was a guy who was the number 3 rated player coming out of high school. So the talent is there. The Lakers just have to bring that out of him. Then you have Jackson Hayes. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on him. He's just your typical second or third string backup big man. He is definitely no worse than Mo Bamba or Wenyen Gabriel, who the Lakers had last year in that backup spot. But he's a big dude, 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a guy who can play 5 or 10 minutes a game and won't kill you out there. And if he does kill you, then you just don't play him anymore. It's as simple as that. And then real quick, I want to mention Max Christie, who is coming into his second year with the Lakers. Didn't really show us a whole lot last year, but I could see him giving major minutes at the 2-guard spot this year in a backup role. In Vegas Summer League, he was one of the best players there. 19 points, over 6 rebounds, about 4 assists. I would bet on him to have a pretty productive season if he's given the chance. And then the Lakers have a trio of rookies I'm excited about: Jalen Hood-Schifino, Maxwell Lewis, and Colin Castleton. Hood-Schifino, he can play the 1 or the 2. He's got a good feel for the game, and he can defend. Maxwell Lewis, decent athlete. He can create his own shot. Pretty low-risk player, especially where the Lakers got him in the second round. And then Colin Castleton, I love his game. He was another Summer League standout. He scores, he rebounds, he's a terrific playmaker. He's like 7 feet tall. I'll be shocked if he is not called up to the main roster by year's end. I actually like him better than Jackson Hayes. So my prediction for this year, assuming the Lakers stay relatively healthy and they don't make any major trades, I see them as a number 3 seed. I see them making it to the Western Conference Finals for the 2nd consecutive year. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. How far do you have the Lakers going this coming season? What do you think of these Lakers signings? If you enjoyed this content, be sure to show your love and like the video. Subscribe to the channel for new NBA content several times a week. And there's another California team that I'm watching as well, the Sacramento Kings. The dude they just signed, I think the Lakers would have loved to have gotten him, because this is a dude who could be the NBA's new Peja Stojakovic. Really excited about his game. Had to do a whole video about it. Check it out.